Let's talk about something that makes your heart skip a beat: getting mail from the government. It's one of those moments that instantly grabs your attention, no matter what you were doing before. You might even feel a little nervous as you pull that envelope out, wondering what's inside. You open it, and there it is: jury summons. Those two words can turn an ordinary day upside down in an instant. Your first reaction? Probably a groan. It feels like a cosmic prank designed to disrupt your life right when you least expect it. Maybe you start thinking about all the things you'll have to reschedule, or the time you'll spend away from work or family, but before you toss it aside, take a breath. This isn't just another piece of paperwork to ignore or dread. That letter isn't just a summons, it's your ticket into the real world of justice. It's an invitation to step into a process that's been shaping our society for centuries. It's your chance to see how the legal system actually works, up close. You'll witness the gears of justice turning not just as a bystander, but as an essential part of the process. This isn't TV drama, it's real, and you're being asked to play a crucial role. The stories you'll hear, the decisions you'll help make, they're all real, with real consequences. For a short time, you, a regular person, are being trusted with a huge responsibility. You're joining a group of fellow citizens, each bringing their own perspective and experience. The outcome of a case and the lives involved could rest in your hands. Your judgment, your attention, and your fairness truly matter here. Yes, it's daunting, but it's also society saying, we need you. It's a rare moment when your voice and your values are directly called upon. Sure, it's a disruption, but it's a disruption with a purpose. It's a pause in your routine that actually means something bigger than just inconvenience. It's a call to action, a reminder that your common sense and life experience matter. You're not just a number, you're a vital part of the justice system. In a world where we often feel powerless, being told we need you is a big deal. It's a chance to step up and make a difference, even if just for a few days. So before you dread jury duty, remember, it's a rare chance to make a real impact. You might even find it more rewarding than you expect. Let's dive into what this whole jury duty thing is really about. There's a lot more to it than just sitting in a courtroom. You might be surprised at how important and interesting it actually is. The experience can open your eyes to how justice is served and how your role truly matters. Ready to find out what happens next? Let's get started. Your journey into the world of jury duty begins now. So, what is jury duty really? You might have heard about it, or maybe you've even received a summons in the mail, but what does it actually mean for you and your community? It's a cornerstone of democracy, a tradition that stretches back centuries designed to give ordinary citizens a real voice in the justice system. If you're ever accused of a crime, you're judged not by distant officials, but by a group of your peers, regular people from your own community who bring their own perspectives and experiences. This system acts as a crucial check on government power, making sure no single authority has the final say over someone's fate. Imagine a world where only government officials decided guilt or innocence. Fairness and impartiality could easily disappear, and justice would be at risk. The jury stands as a buffer, making sure justice is decided by citizens, not just authorities. It's a safeguard that keeps the system honest and transparent. It brings the community into the justice process, keeping the system grounded in real-world values and the lived experiences of everyday people. Juries add a human element, using common sense and everyday logic to weigh facts, evidence, and testimony. Why should you care? Because this system protects everyone, including you, your family, and your neighbors, by making sure justice is fair and balanced. Serving on a jury is your way to pay it forward, keeping this right alive for all and ensuring that future generations have the same protections. It's a direct way to participate in democracy, sometimes even more hands-on than voting, because you're actively shaping the outcome of real lives. Jury duty is a privilege, not just a chore. It's a chance to stand up for fairness and make a difference. And yes, it matters. Even if the coffee is bad, the experience is worth it. How do you get picked for jury duty? It's basically a civic lottery. Courts pull names from voter registrations, driver's licenses, and other public records to create a master list. A computer randomly selects names to form a jury pool, a cross-section of the community. The number summoned is much larger than needed, since not everyone will serve. If your name is picked, you get a summons with instructions and a questionnaire. The questionnaire asks about your background and any hardships. This is the start of the filtering process to find fair, impartial jurors. Keeping your records updated ensures you get your summons. And don't miss your chance. It's all about randomness and fairness. And that's how you end up with that envelope in your mailbox. Arrive at the courthouse and you enter voir dire, the jury selection process. It's like a job interview and a first date rolled into one. The judge and lawyers ask questions to see if you can be fair and impartial. They're not looking for perfect jurors, just unbiased ones. You'll answer questions about your background, experiences, and opinions. Lawyers can ask the judge to excuse you for bias or use a limited number of peremptory challenges for any reason. The process continues until a full jury is chosen. It can feel intense, but honesty is key. This is how the system tries to ensure a fair trial. Once selected, you're sworn in. Now, you're officially part of the justice process. Let's clear up a common confusion. What's the real difference between a grand jury and a trial jury? These two groups might sound similar, but they serve very different purposes in the justice system. A trial jury is the main event, the group that sits in the courtroom, listens to all the evidence, and ultimately decides whether someone is guilty or liable for what they're accused of. Trial jurors pay close attention to witnesses, carefully review documents and physical evidence, and then work together to reach a verdict. Usually in criminal cases, their decision must be unanimous. A grand jury, on the other hand, is more like the prequel to the main story. This is a larger group that meets behind closed doors in secret, to decide if there's enough evidence to formally charge someone with a crime and move forward with a case. The grand jury doesn't decide guilt or innocence, they only determine whether a case should go to trial in the first place. There's no judge present and the defense doesn't participate, just the prosecutor presenting evidence and explaining the law to the grand jury. If the grand jury agrees there's enough evidence, they issue what's called an indictment, which is a formal charge. So, to sum up, the grand jury asks, is there enough for a trial? While the trial jury asks, is this person guilty or not guilty? Each group has a unique and crucial job. Both are vital to the justice process, but they play very different roles in making sure our legal system works fairly and effectively. Made it through selection? Congrats, you're a juror. Your job, listen closely, absorb evidence, and judge credibility. You'll hear from witnesses, see exhibits, and listen to lawyers' arguments. But remember, only evidence counts. Don't discuss the case with anyone, not even fellow jurors, until deliberations. No outside research, no Googling, no visiting the scene. Your verdict must be based only on what's presented in court. After closing arguments, the judge gives you legal instructions. Then you and your fellow jurors deliberate in private. You'll debate, discuss, and work toward a unanimous verdict. It can be intense, but it's the heart of the system. Ordinary people reasoning together decide the outcome. Your decision is the culmination of the entire trial. That's real power and real responsibility. Jury duty is a big responsibility, and the system protects you. Your employer must give you time off. Your job is safe. You'll get a small stipend for expenses. Your privacy and safety are taken seriously, especially in sensitive cases. Sometimes juries are kept anonymous for protection. You're shielded from outside influence so you can focus on the case. Serving on a jury is the most direct way to participate in justice. It shows that government is truly by the people. Jury verdicts build public trust in the legal system. Yes, it's inconvenient, but it's also an honor. You help make justice real for everyone.